Every night he cleaned the gym, he washed the floors, he cleaned the machines, he emptied the trash. Nobody paid attention to him, until the night when armed robbers came, and everyone learned that Jose was not just a janitor. Welcome to Silent Heroes Stories. Before we start this amazing story, tell me in the comments what city you are watching from today. If you believe silent heroes need to be heard, hit that subscribe button. These stories matter. Jose Ramirez came to work every night at 10 p.m. He worked the night shift at PowerFit Gym in Miami. Same routine for 5 years, same quiet work. Jose was a small man, 5 feet 5 inches tall, 140 pounds. Quiet face. He always wore the same blue uniform. He never talked much. He did his job and went home. The gym was big, very big, hundreds of exercise machines. During the day, many people came, bodybuilders, fitness people, young athletes, but at night it was quiet. Jose's job was simple. Clean the floors, clean the machines, empty the trash, clean the showers and locker rooms. He worked alone, very quiet. The gym workers knew him, but nobody talked to him much. "Hello, Jose," they said. He said hello back. That was all. Jose never complained. He did perfect work, never late, never left early. In 5 years, he never took sick days. Perfect worker. But Jose had strange things about him. He moved very carefully. When he walked, he made no sound, like he was used to moving in secret, and he was very fit, 50 years old, but looked very strong. He could carry heavy cleaning equipment alone, much stronger than normal janitors. The strangest thing, Jose always watched everything. While cleaning, he watched who came in, what sounds happened, where people went. Very high awareness. Marcus worked the night shift too. He was curious about Jose. "The guy is like a robot," he said. "Never gets tired, never makes mistakes." Sarah, the gym manager, was happy with Jose. 50 years, no problems. I wish all workers were like him. But nobody knew Jose's past, where he came from, what job he did before. His resume only said previous job, cleaning company. Jose never made friends. He did not talk to coworkers. When his shift ended, he went home. Next night, he came back. Very quiet, very mysterious. Months passed. Strange details about Jose started to add up, but nobody paid much attention. Jose's movements were very disciplined. He did everything in the same order. First clean floors, then clean machines, last empty trash. Like military order, and Jose's physical abilities were above normal. He could move heavyweight machines alone, even 400-pound bench press sets. He moved them easily. The strangest thing, Jose was very comfortable in the dark quiet. He was not afraid, working alone in the big empty gym, never nervous. One night, Mike the security guard tried to talk to Jose. "Jose, is this job hard, working alone at night?" "No, I am used to it." "Did you work night shift before?" Jose stopped for a second. "Yes. Different places." "What kind of places?" "Various places." Mike could not get more information. Jose always gave short answers. Another night, Jake, a young bodybuilder, trained late. Jose was cleaning. "Hey Jose, did you ever do sports before?" "What kind of sports?" "Fitness training." "Where?" "Various places." Jake noticed Jose's muscles. Under the uniform, strong body showed. Very developed muscles for a janitor. The most interesting thing was Jose's scars. On his arms and hands, old marks, very old, very deep, not accident scars. They looked like war scars. Tony Montana, the gym owner, noticed this. "Jose, how did you get those marks on your arm?" "Old injury." "What kind of injury?" "Work accident." "What work?" "Old job." Tony could not get more information either, but Tony was a careful man. He looked at Jose's file, social security number, tax records, references. Everything was very clean, very organized, too perfect. The most interesting detail was Jose's references. His previous employers were private contractor companies. But there was not much information about these companies. Tony did internet research. These companies looked like military contractor firms, private companies that did government work. But what could Jose have to do with them? He was just a janitor. Weeks passed. Jose's behavior became more noticeable. One night the electricity went out. The whole building went dark. Other workers panicked, but Jose was not surprised. He moved perfectly in the dark, like he had night vision. "Jose, how can you see so well?" Mike asked. "I am used to it. Dark work." "What do you mean?" "Night shift, always dark." But Mike knew this was not normal. Jose acted like he had military night training. Another night, there were fight sounds outside. 2 groups of young people arguing in the street. Mike and other workers were worried, but Jose was very calm. He opened the window and looked out. He studied the situation. "No problem. Just noise, he said. How do you know? Mike asked. Experience. What experience? Recognizing dangerous situations. Mike was surprised. How would a janitor recognize dangerous situations? The strangest event was Jose's phone call. Mike heard it by accident. Jose was speaking Spanish but very formal, very military language. Sí, comandante, negativo, roger that, esperar órdenes. This was military talk. Why was Jose using military words? After the call ended, Mike came over. Jose, who were you talking to? Old friend. What kind of friend? Old work friend. From what job? Place we used to work together. Again, unclear answers. That week, Tony decided to research Jose more deeply. He hired a private detective to investigate Jose's past. The results were shocking. Jose Ramirez's past only went back 6 years. Before that, no records existed. Like he was born into the world at age 44. Birth certificate, school records, old jobs, nothing could be found. Jose Ramirez appeared suddenly 6 years ago. This was very suspicious. How could a normal person's past be completely erased? The detective went deeper. Jose's ID card, social security number, passport, everything started 6 years ago. This looked like government witness protection program. But why would Jose need protection? Friday night, everything was normal. Jose was doing his routine, cleaning the gym. It was 11:30 a.m. The building was empty. Mike, the security guard, sat at the front desk. The night shift was quiet, seemed like a normal night. At 11:45 p.m., the front door opened. 3 men walked in, hooded sweatshirts, faces covered. Mike felt alarm bells in his head. Hello, gym is closed, Mike said. The first man came closer. We know. And he pulled out a gun from under his jacket. Nobody move. This is a robbery. Mike froze. He tried to reach for the phone, but the second man stopped him. Hands up. Don't touch the phone. The third man went toward the cash register. Open it. Mike started shaking. Not much money. Just daily earnings. Open it. The first man pointed the gun at Mike. Anyone else in the building? No. Well, just the janitor. Where? In the back cleaning. Go get him. Now. Mike was scared. He did not want to put Jose in danger, but he had no choice. Jose, he shouted. Come here. Jose's voice came from the back. What happened? Come here. Emergency. Jose came from the back area, mop in his hand, normal cleaning clothes. When he saw the situation, he stopped. 3 armed men. Mike with hands up, cash register open. You too, hands up, the first man shouted. Jose slowly put his hands up, but his eyes were very calm. He was not afraid. Against the wall. Nobody move. Jose went to the wall, but his mind was making plans. The second man was taking money from the register. Any more money? Safe? Drawer? That's all. Mike said, You're lying. The third man hit Mike. Mike fell down. Jose moved at that moment. 20 years of Green Beret training kicked in. Jose's movements changed instantly. He was not a scared janitor anymore. He was a war machine. His first move was very fast. He neutralized the third man's gun. The man could not shoot. Jose put him on the ground. The second man turned to shoot. But Jose had already moved. He hid behind exercise machines. He was doing flanking maneuvers. Who is this guy? The second man shouted. Jose made no sound. He moved quietly, using tactics. The first man tried to take Mike hostage. Come out or I shoot him. Jose suddenly appeared. He had a 45-pound dumbbell in his hand. He threw it at the man's head with perfect aim. The man passed out. The second man panicked. Who are you? Are you police? Jose did not answer, but he was not acting normal anymore. His movement, his posture, his strategy, everything showed military training. The man tried one last shot. Jose did a barrel roll to escape. Then he jumped on the man. In 10 seconds, the man was neutralized. All 3 robbers were on the ground, unconscious but alive. Mike could not believe it. Jose, how did you do that? Jose looked at him. He was not the same Jose anymore. Warrior eyes. Mike, call police. But you're not just a janitor, are you? Jose did not answer for a long time. Then he spoke. I am Sergeant Jose Ramirez, U.S. Army Special Forces, Green Beret. Mike listened with his mouth open. I worked in Special Forces for 20 years, Afghanistan, Iraq, secret operations. But why do you work as a janitor? Because the war ended. I returned to civilian life. Why didn't you tell anyone? Because I am not a soldier anymore. Now I am Jose. When police came, everything became clear. Jose's identity was confirmed. He really was a Green Beret veteran. But when the robbers learned who Jose was, they were very surprised. We just wanted to rob the gym, they said. If we knew there was a Green Beret, we never would have come. The next day, Jose's story spread through the whole gym. Everyone was shocked. The quiet janitor they worked with for 5 years was an elite soldier. Tony Montana called Jose to his office. Jose, we need to talk. Okay, boss. Are you really Green Beret? Yes, I served 20 years. Why didn't you tell anyone? Jose looked out the window. Because people change. When they learn I was a soldier, they act different. How different? Sometimes they are scared. Sometimes they show respect. But I just want to be normal, Jose. Tony tried to understand. But you are a hero soldier. I was a soldier before. Now I am a janitor. Why do you do this job? Jose smiled. Because I love this job. Quiet, peaceful, no war, no death, just clean gym. But you could do much better jobs. Maybe, but I am happy here. Tony wanted more information. Jose, what operations were you in? I cannot talk. Secret operations. Can you say anything? Jose thought. I can say one thing. I never lost my friends. For 20 years, I brought everyone home. How? Because I always went first. In dangerous missions, I went ahead, so my friends would be safe. Tony was impressed. You are a real hero. No, Tony, I was just a soldier doing his job. Now I am a janitor doing his job. That day, all gym workers looked at Jose differently, but Jose continued acting the same way. When they said, "Hello, Jose," he answered, "Hello." Nothing had changed. Mike came to Jose. "Jose, last night was very impressive." "Thank you, Mike. You are very strong. Every soldier is strong. They get training. They get ready. But you are different." Jose shook his head. "No, Mike, I am like others. I just did my job." Jake the bodybuilder also came to Jose. "Bro, you are a legend." "No, Jake, I am just a janitor. But Green Beret, that was before. Now I do different work." Jake tried to understand. "What is war like?" Jose was quiet for a long time. "Jake, war is bad thing. Nobody wants war. I fought war because it was necessary. Now there is peace. This is better." Weeks passed. Jose's life changed. Now everyone knew his real identity, but Jose continued doing the same job. Tony made Jose an offer. "Jose, I want to make you security manager. Better pay, better position." "No thank you, Tony." "Why? I love my cleaning job. I don't want to change." "But you are Green Beret. That was before. Now I am Jose." Tony insisted. "At least accept a pay raise." "Not necessary. I am happy." "Jose, you are very humble." "No, Tony. I am realistic. I do what I want. I want to be a janitor." Gym customers also started seeing Jose differently, but Jose acted the same way with them too. Young athletes asked Jose, "Jose, can you give us fitness tips?" "Sure. Discipline is most important. Train every day. Good food. Good sleep." "Military training style?" "No. Normal fitness training. War training is different. We don't do that here." "Why?" "Because there is no war here. Here there is only health." One day an old veteran came. Vietnam War veteran. When he saw Jose, he stopped. "Are you Green Beret, son?" "Yes, sir." "What unit?" "5th Special Forces Group." "I was a soldier too. 1st Infantry Division." The two veterans shook hands. Mutual respect. "Son, why are you cleaning here?" "Because this job gives me peace." "I understand. After war, peace is important." "Yes, sir." "You were a good soldier." "Thank you, sir." "You too." That evening, Jose came to work at normal time. Same blue uniform, same cleaning equipment. Nothing had changed, but now everyone knew. Jose was not just a janitor. Jose was also a hero soldier, and most importantly, Jose was not proud about it. He was still humble, quiet Jose. Mike asked Jose, "Jose, do you ever regret it, leaving military life?" "No, Mike, I am happy now." "Why?" "Because now there is peace. I do not hurt people. I just clean. This is good." "But you did very important work." "Yes, but that was necessary then. This is necessary now." "Is this job enough for you?" Jose smiled. "Mike, important thing is not doing big job. Important thing is being good person. You are a good person, Jose." "Thank you, Mike. You too." And Jose continued his cleaning. Because he was always Jose. Green Beret identity was just the past. Now he was PowerFit Gym's most valuable worker. Because real heroes live like this, quietly, humbly, and when necessary, they take action. Now do you know someone like this? Someone who looks ordinary but has an extraordinary past. Write their names in the comments. Share their stories. At Silent Heroes Stories, we will not forget these silent warriors. If this video touched you, subscribe and share. These stories must live on. See you in the next video. And remember, if a janitor acts very calm, maybe he is a secret warrior.